I will be going through the new Pandora Rose Gold sliding bracelet. And I'm excited because I also got 2 new rose gold charms. And I picked this up at my local Jared. So as we start to look at the bracelet, I want to call out a few things about this bracelet that I find make this bracelet really, really unique. One is that it's both a sliding bracelet and a Pandora snake chain. So you can see here you have the rose gold snake chain, which is really beautiful, really well done. You also have the smaller snake chain. Reminds me a little bit of the Essence. I don't have the Essence to compare it to it, but the ball at the end just slides forward and then these little pieces dangle. What's cool about these little pieces, and I don't know if anybody has seen that or not, but they have these little tiny crystals on the bottom, which makes them so pretty. And it has a unique way of getting the charms on and off the bracelet. So if you could see here, there's this little button right here. This little button. And that little button you can press down and it releases. And then all your charms just come right off the bracelet, and then you just put that right back on. Oop, I didn't do it right. 1 second. There we go. It's a little bit tricky. I'm still getting used to it. I just got it today. It's lovely without any charms on it. You could just wear it on its own. It's a very lovely, beautiful piece. I think it would look really elegant stacked with, like, say, another bracelet, or just on its own. I did, however, I gotta get used to this little thing. I did, however, oh, I don't think that's supposed to happen. So folks, yeah, indeed, that was not supposed to happen. My bracelet actually broke. And I have debated on, let me see if I can get you up a little bit so there's no shadow. I debated on whether or not to finish or even publish this review, but your bracelet broke on camera. Like, how does that even happen? So it was a faulty bracelet. I'm not going to lie. It doesn't happen. It's never happened to me before with Pandora. I've never had a bracelet actually break like that. And I took it back to my local Jared. Long story short, I have another bracelet. This one has been fully inspected. My Jared employee was wonderful. She fully inspected the bracelet. I even showed her the footage of my bracelet breaking, and she was like, I mean, her face was like, I can't believe that just happened. You know, there was another gal in the store, and she was like, yeah, I have the Shine bracelet, and I've never had a problem. So I felt like it was sticking a lot, and I don't know if you saw that in the prior footage of the video. So be careful when you're doing that. It is a tricky closure, and I'm not gonna lie, when this thing is tricky. So if you are not into tricky things, I'm gonna tell you, this is not gonna be the bracelet for you. And I'm gonna give an honest review here. I think this bracelet is difficult. That is the truth. This bracelet is difficult to do. This isn't one you toss in your purse and when you're tired of wearing it, you know, like sometimes we do. This isn't one that you are going to mix up with your other bracelets. You need to treat it like the delicate flower that this bracelet is. It is a delicate bracelet. I'm not going to lie. So I feel like that's something to really note when you're thinking about the bracelet, is that this is not super easy to do. This is not a super easy thing to do. Now, I will say that once you get the hang of it, it's not so bad. See how much easier that has been for me to do and undo now? One thing that I will say is don't undo both pieces, because both sides do come undone. As you can see, you can undo both sides. I would not undo both pieces. I did that when I was playing around with it. with my replacement here that I got. And I did not like how I did not like how hard that was to get both pieces back on. It's not simple. So just my recommendation, just leave the one side. What is nice is that you could go back and forth if you want to move around charms, because you know how the traditional Pandora bracelet is, you have one side and you put your charms on and they all go to that one side, and you don't really have a choice to move them around when they're all the way over here on the end. You know, you don't have a choice to move those around. With this bracelet, you could technically put some charms on one side, and then when you hook that side back up, you could take this side off and put some charms on that side. So it does make for easier moving around of the charms. I will say that with this type of bracelet. But I would be really, really careful with how you treat this bracelet, and that you are being very careful with the mechanism, because there is a spring inside that mechanism, and that spring is not supposed to come out, because it pretty much broke the bracelet. So like this little clasp thing that has like some bounce to it and some resistance was with the spring resisting, and when that spring came out, it didn't function at all. It got replaced really quickly. I was back home within an hour. I live in a smaller town, smaller city, so it doesn't take me as long to go places, in case it does for you. But overall, with this replacement, I wore it all day yesterday, and I, fiddled with the clasp thing to make sure it was going to work. I haven't had another problem. Nothing seems to be having any issues. So I think that it was a faulty bracelet. I will say these are the charms that I have decided to go with. And I got the Harmonious Heart as part of this Jared deal. So I went to Jared because they had early use of the bracelet deal, where you bought $100. If you had a Jared card, you buy $100 and you get a bracelet for free. Or you can put that $65 towards a bracelet, which is what I did to get this one. This is $150 for the rose gold Bolero style bracelet, and this was $45. The Harmonious Heart dangle. I mean, come on, this thing is adorable, and I love the little heart detail on the bail. See that little heart? Isn't that cute? So cute. It also has the little Pandora on both sides. This is adorable. This is going to be one of my favorite charms, I can tell. I just love how it dangles. Look at that dangle. It's so cute. It has such a cute way of dangling. I don't know. I just am in love with that charm. I mean, it's a large rose gold piece for $45. It's probably one of the more affordable. I think the only other one is the Filled with Romance. That one's really affordable as well. I think it's the filigree makes them a little less cheap. Or a little less expensive. Not cheap. But you can see right here, the little hearts kind of connect and intertwine within each other. Oh, I just love that. So that's cute. And then also you got this little Hearts of Pandora that I also picked up. And this is a really great charm. This is $55. So with the purchase of this and this charm, I was able to get $65 off the bracelet. So essentially, in my mind, I look at it as getting almost like a free charm. I'm going to put these on the bracelet so you can see my completed bracelet look with this. And I can kind of show you how it works. Now, the snake chain is really nicely done. I got to be honest, it is very stiff. So that is one thing to keep in mind with this is it's a fluid style of bracelets. So Boleros are usually more fluid. And I believe with the Boleros that have the multicolor or the I gotta concentrate. Okay, there we go. That have the multiple colored stones or the clear stones. They have more of a chain versus the snake chain style, I believe. So this part is a little bit stiffer than the actual chain is. So it's something to keep in mind. It's almost essence-like in its nature. And then you just slider up, and now it fits your bracelet. And so the charms that I put on here, I have that backwards, are the Galaxy Spacer, or the Galaxy Charm. Keep calling it the Galaxy Spacer. I think it's called Galaxy or Intergalactic or something like that. It's pretty commonly seen. My husband bought me that because I love sci-fi and time travel and all that stuff, so he thought that charm was perfect for me. He also bought the tumbling hearts because he's always telling me, "My heart tumbles for you." It's an old song. I'll tumble for you. Okay, anyway, I'm showing my age. Then we have the Harmonious Hearts and the Hearts of Pandora, which I already reviewed or showed you. And then the Cosmic Clip with the pink and white stones. It's really hard to tell in my lighting, but they are pink and white. They're just very blushy pink. They're like, hello, I'm barely pink. That's how these pinks are. And then this is the bows, because as you guys already have seen, I pretty much am obsessed with bows. I've thought about putting together a bow bracelet, but like I get too themey sometimes, and then I'm like, I like to have bows on a lot of bracelets rather than just one bracelet with bows. So this is kind of how I put it together. I really want it to be a simple design, a really classy design, something really that I could just toss on with like more dressy outfits, or to look a little bit more fancy when I'm feeling fancy pants. And this is just what I came up with. So I'm happy now with this bracelet. I haven't had any more problems with the closures since that situation. I'm gonna keep paying attention to that, but I don't think I'm gonna be undoing and doing this bracelet a lot. And I don't recommend that either. So I definitely recommend that you don't undo this a lot. So put together what you want. This isn't one of those bracelets that you use to move around your charms a lot. I think that this is more of a put it on, leave it on, and go. You can add charms, certainly. It's very easy to do so because you can add on either side. But I don't think this is one that you're going to want to be constantly taking this little clasp closure off and on, off and on, off and on. I think you're going to want to just put them on, leave them there, and once in a while use those closure pieces, just to be safe that they aren't going to come across. I mean, they're very securely on there. I mean, I don't feel like they're going to come off in any way. I feel like they're nicely on, and I feel like the bracelet is secure. So I don't feel like there's any threat to my charms coming off. I mean, you could put a safety chain on there if you wanted to get weird with it. Hey, it's your bracelet. You do what you want. But I feel like this is very easy to size, which I want to talk about just for a second. It's the sizing. It's very easy to do because you can just like, oh, I want it bigger today. I'm swollen. I want, some space. Oh, nope, I'm having a skinny day. I want it tight. You can just kind of make it fit you. Now, if you are a teeny tiny wrister, this does not go all the way down. So if you got one of those itty size wrists, this does not go, you do not want to push this farther than this. So that's something to keep in mind. This is pretty small right here, but it's not teeny tiny. So if you got one of those little tiny wrists, this may not be the best decision for you. If you got a little bit bigger wrist, I mean, this sucker can go. So you're not going to have any problem there. And I think it would look really cute even still done like that, because like, look how cute that little claspy thing is with the little tassel-y stuff sticking out. That's adorable. So, I mean, I think you're going to be fine for sizing wise. So that's my kind of mixed review of the bracelet. I kind of wish that my bracelet hadn't broke, the first one, because I really do like it, but I have to give an honest review and show you exactly what happened, and be honest about it. But I'm overall pretty happy with it since I've gotten it replaced. So something to keep in mind if you're thinking about getting this. It's not cheap. Most bracelets are like $65. This one's $150. So if you're looking for it, if you were thinking about the Shine, which is $175, you might want to think about maybe not going with this style of bracelet if you're nervous about that, because it could happen. It did happen to me. I don't know if it will happen again. Most people have said they've had no problem with the Bolero, so I'm thinking that maybe it was just a defect in the bracelet, which does happen from time to time. Nobody's perfect. But overall, I pretty much like this charm bracelet, and I'm pretty excited to wear it, and I have plans to wear it quite a bit. So thank you for watching, and like and subscribe and comment if you've had a bracelet malfunction and then never had the bracelet have this happen again. I'd love to know, because I'm very nervous still, as I should be, I think. So let me know in the comments down below. And thank you for, watching, and subscribe and comment and like and all that stuff. And have a great day. Bye.